Southern California's Inland Talk Express is KCAA News Talk 1050.
Welcome back to the Live with Aaron and Kelly show. Again, we have with us here Richard Iniguez. We thank you for staying for our next segment. We have now Dr. Dorene Lehavi. Now, for those of you that don't know how to keep a partnership together, because from what I understand, the numbers are huge. 70% of businesses' partnerships fail. They fail. 70%. That's a huge business segment.
You know what? In the state of California, 71% of marriages fail. So
wait, 71? When did you hear that?
It was out about a year ago. 71 marriages end in the result of divorce. So is there something to be said for business and relationships with the failing of that? Are we just not communicating?
Well, and she is the coach over that. So she basically sits them down. She does all of that. She creates a winning partnership. She's done this for over 25 years. We want to welcome Dorene Lehavi. Are you there?
I am here. I'm here.
Hi, Dorene.
Hi, Kelly and Aaron. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Now, you and I met several weeks back, and you told me what you did. I knew it was very important. You also wrote a book. Can you tell us?
Yeah, I'll tell you. But first, let me comment on, yes, there's so many things to say. Yes, the rate of partnership breakup, business partnership breakup, matches kind of the divorce rate. And the truth is that business partnerships are like marriages. And yes, I've written a couple of workbooks, and I'm working on the book. And I also have other tools for partnerships. I know what needs to be done. The problem is that people get together, and, you know, it's like being on a first and second date and deciding they both like, Mexican food or Chinese food, and they both love to play tennis, and holy cow, let's do it. You know, let's get together and have a business. Because they're both excited about the same thing, and they may feel that they have complementary skills. Those are all wonderful things.
Without really getting to know each other.
Right, so how many dates would you say they should have?
Well, it isn't even how many, it's the quality. It's really the quality. And what I do is walk them through the discussions that they need to have with each other and addressing a lot of issues that need to be addressed right from the outset. And then the other thing is it needs to be written down because people forget what they said. You know, I get calls, the most common call I get is from people saying, you know, my partner's not doing what he said he was going to do, and I'm doing all the work, and I'm ready to walk. Well, maybe your memory could be a little cloudy, too, and when I get the other partner on the phone, there's issues between both of them. And often people have stopped talking to each other if they ever established a regular way to communicate. They may not have. You know, sometimes people start the partnership. Excuse me, my voice. They start the partnership and they both start working in the area that they have their expertise in, and they never get together and talk about things. So I have a template that walks them through. I have other tools of discussions you're supposed to have before you actually sign the agreement, you know, before you have the wedding. So let's talk about a few things.
I'm hearing a lot about communication as well as writing things down. So your book that you have coming out, it's a workbook where obviously they're writing down maybe responsibilities to kind of hold each other accountable for what they've agreed upon.
That's a template. That's not even the whole book. Okay. That's a partnership agreement template. I always tell partners, please don't go to a lawyer to write your partnership agreement, and don't download one from the internet because it's cheap. Because in the long run, you're going to pay a fortune for the mistakes you make. And the template that I've created, which is not expensive, but is one that's personal to your own business. So you need to talk through your own issues, your own unique business, your own personalities, and get that down in a written agreement. Then you take it to a lawyer. There are places in it that, of course, you speak to a lawyer for a little bit of advice. And you don't try to save money at the outset because, believe me, it's going to cost you a fortune if you don't do it right. And in the end, you break up and you end up in court. And besides the fact that you've lost your dream, you've lost friends, you've alienated a lot of people, maybe your family invested in your business. It's really bad.
Again, I want to bring out that you are typically brought in when things are bad, when they're at that breaking point. Should we divorce or not our partnership? Should we absolve it or or dissolve it? And you're talking about the preliminary steps, which, as you mentioned, it doesn't cost much. And it is a true investment because it's the way you start off that process which will determine.
The foundation.
Yes, exactly,
right.
the foundation, right. Dorene, tell us again, I have, what would be your business advice for Kelly and I to stay here on the radio?
Or possibly get picked up for a live television show.
Yeah, or that, yes.
Wow.
How should we move forward on that?
Well, you're asking me about specifics about the entertainment world. I'm not sure I'm up on that. But we could talk about it, and I would easily catch up. Here's the thing. The truth of the matter is every partnership, I don't care if you are successful, there are areas that I would say 95% of partnerships, there are places, there are blind spots that you're not noticing. First of all, a lot of business partnerships are leaving money on the table that they don't know. And there are blind spots. There are things that could be improved. And even if you are using the best tools, you're not necessarily aware of the fact that you're using them. So it's really good when you're functioning well to identify what those tools are so that you can pull them up consciously when you run into some problems. I apologize. I have this allergy thing I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of going around.
Yeah,
a little bit.
no.
So, Dorene, this is Richard Inigas. I was here this morning.
Yes, I heard you, Richard. I should have done some of those voice exercises.
Me too, actually. So what you're talking about is actually, now I have it.
Oh, see what you gave us, Dorene? Thank you.
Contagious.
It's basically a partnership therapy.
Well, here's the thing. I used to be a therapist, and now they call me a coach. And I don't do therapy anymore. And if you want me to quickly tell you the difference, say yes, and I'll tell you.
Please, yes. Yes.
Okay, therapy works on your past issues. A lot of baggage. We all have issues. We all do have baggage. And therapy addresses those when they are interfering with your life. But as a coach, I don't do that. As a coach, we start with here and now. We ignore those, and we work around them. So I'm not doing therapy. It's relationships. It's communication. So we start with your today's situation, and we envision where it is you want to go, and we strategize on how to get there. And then there's homework you have to do, and I hold you accountable, and we move ahead. And I use my skills, which I really do have great skills.
She does. I can tell already when I first met you, and we talked at length. I want to say a couple hours. I was so intrigued by this. And Dorene, we're going to bring you back another time, and we're going to possibly get some business owners to call in with their problems, and you're going to help us help them, and in that help the entire business community. Okay, Dorene?
I would say that. Can I just say one more quick thing?
Please.
Last time. I do focus on partnerships, but the point is that every business owner is in partnerships. Like yesterday, I spoke to a single business owner. She doesn't have a business partner, but she has a real problem. She's in the service industry. She has a real problem communicating, especially around price, with her clients. Mm-hmm. So you have partners, you have relationships in business, even if you don't have a business partner. And I do address all of those.
Well, thank you. And
vital.
Dorene, where can we get more information? All of our audience members want to know. Where can they find you?
Here's what you can do. And you can, if you sign up, you can get a free partnership assessment on my website, which is, I have to admit, is a little bit incomplete at the moment. I have lots more to put up there. But you can get a free partnership assessment, and you can read something about partnerships. And it's my name. And it's spelled Dorene Dorene Lehavi, LEHAV like Victor PhD.com. It's Dorene Lehavi.
Awesome. We're going to post that on both of our Twitters, our Facebooks for people that want to join us. Or you could also go to the KCAA radio fan page. We're all going to be there. Thank you so very much, Dorene, for joining us.
That was
for having me, and good business.
Thank you.